timtex.com.
On the keys on the front screen, but as you can see, it's quite a very slim, sleek device. It's got a 3.2 megapixel camera. In terms of the hardware keys, it's very similar to some of our other Android products. We have the trackball, call and end, all of the things you'd expect on an Android device. So we'll just take you through the software and the home screen. So we have, actually, it's 3 windows on your home screen. So you actually have, and you're able to customize each of those and add applications and widgets depending on what you want to use. So I'll give you an example of that now. So I can actually click and hold on the home screen, and then I get a choice of things that I want to add. So I'm actually going to add another search widget to my box. And then the user can actually click and hold on that widget and drag it around, and when you let go, it will then reposition itself where it needs to be. One of the things that's unique to this device as well is the on-screen keyboard. So we've been working hard with Vodafone and Google to deliver this on-screen keyboard. So
now, is that Android standard software, or is that an HTC software tweak?
So for this device, this is kind of exclusive for the period, but I expect this will be phased into the general Android platform. But right now, it's exclusive for this product. But in future, yeah, I think you'll see this keyboard on, and it's a Google keyboard. So I'll just do a quick show to show you how the keyboard. It's actually quite nice to use. And then it launches straight into the browser. So for the other people I mentioned, this is not quite the final ID. The buttons are going to change, but otherwise it's there. And you've already seen demonstrations of the browser. It's particularly rich, and what I really like about it is how fast it is as well. So you'll notice when you're actually panning and zooming around the page, it's particularly quick. I'll just let the page load for a second. It's really responsive. You can also click in the bottom left-hand corner, and that will zoom out of the page. Then you can drag around the box and let go, and it will zoom into that section of the page. And even this is quite a large page, and it will load it quickly, and it's really nice to use. One of the other features that I really like is on the music. So for using a music application, and you can play a song, that's nothing unusual, as Antonio's already shown. But what you can actually do is we use a mashup technology, so that basically means that you can click and hold on a track name or an artist, and then it will jump into another application. So that's why we call the mashup technology.
So to make a research on YouTube?
Exactly. So here you'll see the results. So it searches for Massive Attack, and then you get a list of videos. So it's much more integrated experience, and you can see exactly the same examples. So if I launch Maps and I find a location that's interesting to me, so I'll just search for a location. Once I find that location, what I'll actually be able to do is add it back into my contacts. So this is actually in USA, but I can add it as a contact. So it's a much more integrated experience between the Google applications as well. And I think you've already seen a couple of examples where the search is particularly fast as well, and you'll find that across the entire platform. The applications and Android itself has been optimized for search, as you'd expect. A few of the other of my favorite features is the notification bar. So anywhere on the device you can drag down the notification bar and see what's going on your device. So not only if you've got a new SMS or some other notification like a voicemail, but you can also, if you're playing music, for example, you will see the play and pause options and things like that within this notification bar, and you can drag that from wherever you are. So if I'm using the browser, I can still drag the screen down, and I can click on launch my email service, for example. So it's a very nice, slick, simple, fast user interface. So one of the other things you can do is actually modify the background wallpaper. So I'll have a look in the wallpaper gallery. So there's a lot around customization for the user. So
in the browser, is it possible to save a page, for example?
Yeah, so you can save a page locally to the device and reload it later. It'll be a little bit quicker. There you see I have a three screen home screen. In fact, I've got a lot on here now, so I'll just remove a couple of these things I'm not using. Go back to the home screen.